I'm Angela Calancis and I have a high-functioning TBI. Now, high-functioning traumatic brain injury, it's probably not the best thing that I would use to describe my life. This July, it will be 7 years ago that I had an accident with my camper trailer. The lid of the camper trailer was up and I was emptying it, and then the lid came down. My face from along my jawline hit the rim of the base of the trailer, and the lid came down and hit me, trapping me between the lid and the base of the trailer. I do remember holding my face and thinking, my hands are in my eyes, so why can I feel my nose? And I do remember that sensation. And then I was taken to hospital. Early next morning, I was released with a discharge letter that said, diagnosis, contusions to the face. It took nearly 12 months for somebody to convince me that there was actually something wrong with me. I had been convinced that I was just being a hypochondriac. I do remember that feeling of, oh my God, I am going crazy, because people would look at me and go, oh wow, you look great. But inside, I felt like I was dying. Inside, I felt totally alone. I was in constant pain. I was not sleeping. I was dizzy, but I looked normal. I found it really hard to talk to people, to string sentences together. I felt foggy. My brain just felt like it just did not work. Yet I looked okay. I looked great, I was told. A couple of my girlfriends finally convinced me to represent myself at emergency. So 12 months after my accident, my rehab began. Mostly I've had to become my own advocate. I've had to stand up and beg and demand that somebody listen to me and somebody help me. Fatigue is a big thing for people with a brain injury because our brains get tired. They're like little babies. Today, when I'm doing things like this, or when I've got anything planned that's going to be active for a couple of hours, and I'm talking not just physical activity, but mental activity as well, I get about 2 or 3 hours. And then that's it. Ange needs to go and have a nap. When it comes to energy and the fatigue, people find that really hard to understand. So I say to people, a normal person will wake up with a water jug full of water, and that's your energy for the day. You use it throughout the day, and then when it's empty, you go to bed and your water jug refills for the next morning. People with a brain injury, we have a shot glass, and when that shot glass is empty of water, that's it, we're done. So I've learnt to live a life of trade-offs. It's how bad do I really want to do something? I still have to do things like, if I'm going to vacuum the house, it takes me probably about 2 days. I do half the house, have a lie down for the rest of the day, and then do the other half of the house. If I want to cook dinner that night for the kids, I have to work out what do I want to do during the day so that I'm able to cook dinner and be active and be around and communicate with the kids. I can't do everything. I have to choose one thing and do that, and that's my life. And we don't just have exhaustion, we also live with pain. That's normal with the brain injury. We have a lot of pain. I have a lot of pain along my neck. The camper trailer hit me along the base of the skull and along the side to above the ear. So I have a lot of pain through here. I also get pain along the front of my face, from the eye sockets down, and that would all be nerve damage, and you have nerve damage along the back of the head as well and along the neck, and that then sends pain shooting down my shoulder and down my arms. I also get a neuropathic itch. Your itching sensory and your pain sensory are very close together, or almost the same in the synapses of the brain. So when your body gets to that point that it cannot handle any more pain, the brain sends it out as an itch. So you scratch for no apparent reason, and you can't get rid of that itch no matter what you do. Sometimes it's okay, and you just kind of live with it, and other times it's bad. Like I wear a mouth guard almost permanently because I clench my teeth and I grind my teeth when the pain hits, and I've started chipping my teeth and breaking my teeth and destabilising my teeth. When it gets really bad, yeah, your head is caning, you can't move, you almost feel like you're locked in place. You know, sometimes you're crying, and this can happen in public. This has happened to me in the middle of Woolies. So if you're out with somebody who has a brain injury and they say to you, I need a break, I need 5 minutes, take them to somewhere quiet, let them go and sit down and have that quiet time for 5 minutes, because that could be the difference between them falling apart and continuing. If you're having a meeting with somebody and you need them to comprehend what is actually being spoken to, you know, whether it be for a legal reason or for what the Public Trustee does, ask them if they want to bring a buddy, because if they've only got an hour, they've only got an hour. And yep, okay, you can say to them, oh look, this will only take another 5 minutes, let's push through. They don't have 5 minutes. I write notes, or I'll actually record a conversation or a meeting with somebody after I've asked their permission, because I can then go home and replay it and pick up things that I didn't pick up towards the end of the meeting or the end of the session, because I was tired and my brain was starting to shut down. When it comes to your client, just give them time. If the word doesn't come to them, you know, it's okay. We forget things, so please be patient with us when it comes to forgetting things, forgetting appointments, forgetting to bring things. Send us an email to remind us. Send us a note to remind us. Remind somebody else to remind us. I bet you haven't forgotten your daughter's 18th birthday party. My son's winning grand final match, which was a year and a half ago. I have forgotten that. I look at photos and it's as if somebody else is showing me photos of an event that they have been to. I do have a voice. I can tell you all what happened to me, and I can tell you all what is happening to me. I can build the one thing that I am sure that everyone with a brain injury wants. I can build understanding and awareness from the public, from our support workers, from our families, and the medical profession. We don't all have a wheelchair. We don't all wear supports. We don't all have external scars, but we all have internal scarring, and we all do suffer. Understanding and support, that is what we need. Thank you.